Well, good evening, folks. Welcome again to the More Summer 2020 Adventures Day 67. All right, it is August the 31st, 2020, and we are coming to you from Billings, Montana. We are coming to you specifically, okay, what a big word, from the original, the number one KOA campground in America. All right. And it's nice. Okay, I was reading a little brochure in the front and up there in the office, and it said, in '62, from a little campground on the side of the river, it's grown into the KOA that we know today. And this place is nice. Yeah, you know, uh, somewhat disappointed, not in KOA, okay, but the fact that it's towards the end of the season, and so the T-shirts they had for this KOA, they got a lot of them from Montana, but I'm talking about for this KOA, being the original, they had 3 mediums. That won't work for me, and plus on sale they were $25. So no. Although I have paid $25 for a shirt, but not one that didn't fit me. Okay. um, but we had a good ride over. Things started a little wet this morning. All right, a little wet this morning, and I just got a notice there on the phone. We left the Buffalo Run RV Park, in there, just south of Island Park, Idaho. We stayed on 20 into the park, and then picked up 89 in the park and went north and came out the Mammoth exit, or actually the north entrance, went through Mammoth and the hot springs and area, and that's where I was kind of wondering, where is the official office, where's the headquarters for Yellowstone National Park? Well, it's in Mammoth. Okay. Beautiful ride. I got some pictures. This is the 3rd day that we have been in the park, and it is the 4th traffic stop that we've had due to buffalo. Okay. But this morning it wasn't just one. Okay, it was a small herd. They had about 9 cows, a couple of yearlings, about 4 calves, and the bull. Okay. And of course some of the yearlings, they were just standing there in the middle of the road, weren't moving. They were in no hurry. Of course, they weren't in front of us. I mean, they were in front of us, but not in front of our vehicle. All right. So finally, when they moved off, we were able to go. And this is when, hey, I'm over 44 feet with the Jeep. I mean, there's there's my toe, and then there's the Jeep, and there's the rig. Okay. It's a 31-foot Class C, and you put the tow bar with the with the spare tire changer that I've got, since we've been on the trip, in the Jeep, we're close to 45, 44 feet. But anyway, we weren't moving, and we were just sitting there. And Christy got some good pictures of it, and the bull, it decided it was going to, scratch itself, so it was rubbing its head against some pine trees, and then, put his head down the dirt and ripped up the dirt, and then laid down in it and rolled around, and taking care of the bugs. I mean, that's how they do it, and of course, while he was doing that, the rest of the herd was just standing right there and just grazing on the grass that was there, and but it was excellent. It was the typical, our stereotypical traffic jam that you see in Yellowstone. All right. We saw a couple of elk and whatnot. We saw one this morning in that same area that we took pictures before. And let me mention that, folks. Today, within 3 hours, I got the past 2 days YouTubes loaded up. Apparently, some of my Facebook postings have and have not. So I'm going to repost everything. So, if you're saying, well, I just read that, he just talked about that, whatever. I'm doing it over again because I want to make sure everybody has a chance to see it and get the date. But anyway, like I said, we left about 9 o'clock, and it was misting. We had a little bit of rain going to Yellowstone through the west entrance, and then most of the time that we were there, it was a light drizzle. Okay, it wasn't really a heavy rain at all. We got out the north entrance, or we got, out the north entrance going to Livingston, and it started raining, steady, not hard, but just steady. But once we got to Livingston and got on I-90 East, it started letting up, and I'd say probably 50 miles east of Livingston, it cleared up, and we had good weather all the way into Billings. This is a couple of miles off the interstate on the Yellowstone River, and we followed the Yellowstone River, out of Yellowstone Park through Livingston, in east, and we're camped on the side of it now. But I say, just a beautiful park. I mean, it really is, But excuse me, I had another notice there. There was an Amber Alert in the area, and it's on this screen. It's on on the other phone, so I'm getting rid of it so I can read it. But I don't know how many pictures we got right now. I don't know how many pictures on the phone, because Chrissy was going a little bit disappointed in Billings. We went downtown to try to, in the historical area, and we took a couple of pictures and some old buildings, but I don't know. I'm disappointed in Billings, and I don't really know what I was expecting for Billings, but what I saw was not what I expected. And I'm not saying it's a bad town. It's just, my impression of what I was going to see and what I found, downtown was different. There is the Chief Plenty Crop. Okay, he was I was trying to think of the sign that I read, and then also on the brochure for the campground, Chief Plenty Crop. Residents, if I guess you'd say, they have a museum and a replica of the teepee that he lived in, and all that kind of stuff. About 3 miles up the road is the exit, and then you got to go south, and I don't know how far south it is, but we didn't have time for that. Maybe next time we come through here, we'll lot some more, maybe a couple days here, so we can do some tourist sightseeing away from Billings, and and maybe have a better impression. But like I say, the campground, it's very beautiful, and it's filling up rapidly. Whether it be, just overnighters like ourselves, or, extended stay people, we've got some that you can tell have been here for a couple of days, and they may be here longer, I don't know. And it's okay, There's a beautiful Super C right there, though. I don't know. It's a Verona. I don't know who makes Verona, but it's pretty. But it's a diesel Super C, okay? So, nah, it ain't for me. But, hey, folks, like I say, after we got out of the rain, they had some winds, it didn't really bother us at all. The suspension upgrade that I got done, a month ago or 3 weeks ago, it's just, people kept telling me, hey, you're going to be surprised, you're going to be pleased, you're going to be surprised, you're going to be surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised and I am pleased. It handles very, very well. It had the lateral wind warnings and the, wind socks out there blowing, and it didn't, handled it very well. Trucks passing us, no problem. We passing trucks, no problem. And that was in the wind, okay? But like I say, a good travel over here. I miss the park already, okay? And those of you who have been here, and those of you who have worked here, you can understand that. It's just been here for 2.5 days. The park grew on me, and so this old guy is going to come back sooner or later. I'm hoping for next year. But all of that being said, it's all good. But and speaking of all good, hey folks, today's scripture is Proverbs 3:7. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. All right. And in the short version, don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. You know, a lot of times, folks, you know, and it's carnal. Okay, it's human nature. Okay, we as humans cannot fathom and completely understand God's purpose and wisdom. Okay, it's a fact. So when you try to make a sense of what's happening, you're going to lose yourself in yourself. Okay, and that's what it says. Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. All right. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. You know, a lot of the things that's going on right now, in my opinion, and Scripture backs me up, because these are prophecies that are coming forward, you know, are Satan-led and Satan-deemed. All right, they're not of God. Okay, but that's the way things are. And Christ, you know, said that in Scripture, you know, that they're going to reject you the same as they rejected me. Paul and Peter both talks about the end times and how things are going to be. You know, what's going to go on. We're living it. We are living it. Okay, you know, but be wise. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. And I like the short version better today. You know, don't be impressed with your own knowledge, your own wisdom. You know, hey, you know, there's been a whole lot of professors that have been proven wrong. Okay, I read something the other day on Facebook. You know, a college education doesn't mean you won't be stupid. All right, and it's not a sign of intelligence. I know some friends and family members that are very successful in what they're doing and have never opened up a college book. Okay? So, hey, y'all be blessed. God bless you. He loves you. He really does. And we are going to see you tomorrow, Lord willing, from a place further east. But no, folks, we're not going to Carolina yet. Goodbye. God bless you.